Welcome, beautiful Pisces, to a new era. My name is Emma. Pisces, we will just dive right in and see what we can find for you. I've asked for information, inspiration, and humor, as I believe that humor is right up there with love and joy and all of those goody vibrations. You hear it still in my throat a bit that I'm almost 100% well. Physically, energetically, it's all good. So let's see, Pisces, what's going on for you. We're going to start on the surface here, and then we're just going to go deeper and deeper. You're going to have plenty of time to figure out whether this is your reading or not. And the time frame is September. September for Pisces, please. What is going on? Intuition and suffering in silence. So let's see what that is about. The intuition card. There's something that has stirred up smoke. It has stirred up smoke. But then it's like something else is clear as a day, just right behind you. Very much about listening to your intuition about this, whatever this is. That's going to be interesting to figure out what that is about. And this suffering in silence, let's see if it really is suffering in silence or if it's just having been more to like inwards, if that makes sense, more to yourself. Because I'm not getting too much information at the start here. So why is this intuition card here for Pisces, please? You're trying to figure, okay, so we have 5 of Gabriel, and we have peace, number 13. And so the 5 of Gabriel here for me, this is clarifying the intuition card. I feel like with this card, there's something that you're trying to figure out, like you're trying to, how to solve this, whatever this is for you, how to solve a situation, how to move forward in a situation, how to repair a situation. How do you solve this? You're trying to find the puzzle piece. See what I did there? However, I just feel with this peace card, transformation, death leading to life. If you sort of just let go of the past, I understand that sometimes we try to sort of get to the bottom of things and we want to figure out how this works or why it continues to happen, or and we have this innate like, we just need to get to the bottom of it. We just really need to figure out where either where it started from or how to like really dive deep into this problem so that we can solve it. The only issue with it is that wherever you focus your energy, more of it is going to start to take place. And I mean, of course, you can do it. You can come from a place where you're very light and you're very solution driven, and you really can put the emphasis on like really wanting to find a solution about it. But literally, when you're that like solution oriented, you tend to not even wanting to go to the problem because you want to just find a solution. And so you don't even have to go into the problem about it. And also, if you want to go into the problem about it and you sort of come from a little bit low place, it's not going to end well. You're just going to bring more stuff to it. And I hear this a lot. I've been figuring out like on my own path, and everybody has to do whatever they need to do in whatever situation they're in for the moment. And I understand in the very moment of when things happen, we need to just feel it and we need to write it out, if that makes sense. But then as we have sort of a clear mind and as we come into this place of understanding and clarity and all of that, we're sort of have bounced back into a place of seeing things a little bit more clearly. For me as well, it has been like, and for what it's recommending here is that for a while there I thought, I know I really have to go into this. I have to just maybe see a therapist, go sit in therapy and talk about it. And I've been in therapy, that was many, many years ago. But as I sat there for maybe 1 or 2 times, when I came out of there, I was always feeling so much worse. And their explanation was, this therapy work is not easy. It's not easy. It's not easy to reacquaint yourself with the heavy stuff and with the, it's a hard road and it's going to take time. And it freaked me out. So after the second time, I just quit. Is there a gazillion ways to reach light, to reach the purity, to reach, yes. And I believe in my own self-healing. And I so much believe about going towards the very thing that that the thing you wanted to solve has brought about. So whatever you're trying to find the puzzle piece for, I would scratch the puzzle piece all together and sort of just, and I know that might sound crazy to some. It might sound like, should I just stop not like looking at that? Should I not get to the bottom of that? Thing is that you've already had the experience, and when you've already had the experience, the upgrade has already taken place. And so now maybe for your mental sanity, that you need to just sort of walk through it, maybe even just once for yourself, and just sit with your hand on your heart and just sort of say, I'm sorry I put myself through that. I'm sorry I allowed somebody else to put me through that. Whatever this is. And then release it and move into clear peace. It might take some time, and that's fine. But there's like something has stirred up smoke, and you want to get to the bottom of it. And you want to find a final puzzle piece, or you want to sort of figure this out. And I'm here to say, if you can move past wanting to figure it out, because the figuring it out will only dig up more of the same, and just move into where it feels peaceful, you would move on so quickly. Can we have some more clarification around this, what this is about? No. We can't. I mean, my guide suits me really well because I'm also not for wanting to go back. But I specifically asked to go, but like, can we figure out what this is about? So now I'm doing the very thing that the message is telling you not to do. I just like, if we can just figure out what this is, then maybe we can help you a little bit forward. But the whole point was to not figure out what this was about and to not hang around in this energy anymore, but to move forward. So what this wants to show you is that if you move forward, here's the prize, here's the winnings, is that you're going to start a completely new beginning here. You're going to start over fresh, and you're going to start over in the most beautiful way. And there is a new commitment, whether this is to a new relationship, whether this is to a new work situation, whether this is to a new health regime, whatever sort of your next level, your next step is in life right now. I'm getting something about grandchildren. So somebody maybe listening into this is like a new path starting for you, where you're going to have to take care of so much grandchildren. I don't know. I'm starting to think about a friend that I have that is Pisces. Is she going to take care of a lot of grandchildren? Anywho, that's obviously not for everyone. Someone might not even have their own kids, might not even want kids, whatever this is. This new situation that you will commit yourself to, it will bring so much joy, it will bring so much happiness, and it says literally, congratulations, you've done you've done a really time for celebration, abundant rewards for hard work. Abundant rewards for hard work. So this is sort of saying what will happen once you have moved on from the very thing that you're trying to figure out. I'm here to promise you that if you leave the past in the past, it will shift. You don't have to necessarily look at it. I try to figure something out through therapy. I try to figure certain things out by looking at it. I try to not to ignore it all completely. I tried 20 different things on to do certain, how to. So you have to figure out your own healing process, what works the absolute best for you. And then I also think that we can't say one size fits all. I think that depending on where you're at in the moment when things are happening, and depending on the heaviness of the thing happening, there's so many elements to this. So it's not a one size fits all, but there's definitely, you will learn to know your own way around certain things, and how to deal with people and deal with situations. It can just even be a stressful situation that you're learning to deal with. In whatever situation that is, there's an upgrade of you. There's a 2.0 version of you taking place. There's a new foundation wanting to enter your life. It's very much like a happily ever after feel here. Like, this too shall pass and it will be so easy. There's a lot of purple and a lot of orange here, which for me is like a lot of creativity. Creativity and spirituality comes through here very clearly. And then we have this suffering and silence. So we're going to see what that is about. If this is just the same thing. Can we clarify this for Pisces, please? And there we had a card that I flipped. I missed that it flipped. Page of Michael. That is definitely like we're turning a page. We're shifting. We're turning on to the next page. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. So, it flipped and come out, but it was there. So the Queen of Gabriel. So we have Gabriel, okay, I want you to look at this. Because now we have 3 orange cards, and we have 4 purple. So however many clarifiers I I draw here, it continues on to just be orange and purple. So you're awakening your inner child. Your inner child is starting to come out and play. You're finding your passion in life again. You're finding your excitement. Something is like life is starting to sort itself out. It's like you're going, well, I don't have too many things to complain about. Like, what should I complain about? There's really not that much. There's always something, little thing that maybe you can point out. Like if you dig a little, it will come up. But I think overall the feeling here is that those lonely days are over. Those tough days, if you look back, and don't look too much or don't dig too deep, but just a little bit of reminiscence down the path in your past is like, man, like there was some heavy stuff there for a bit, and it's just not anymore. So we had the commitment there. Where was it? So I don't screw this up now. Peace with transformation, right? We're transforming. And then we had, right, also with the new beginning. Then we have Queen of Gabriel here. The Queen for me is, okay, so we have started here, but they don't actually even there want to talk about that. We've started here, but we're this now. This is Pisces. You moved into your throne. This is basically where you feel very confident. You know who you are. It's not gender specific. This can obviously be for a man. You have like the world is at your feet. Go about your day and plan exactly what you want to do, because that's going to come true. It's like a very, very lucrative, prosperous time for you, because you have entered into this very mature and wise place within yourself. Together with the Justice card number 8 and the World card number 21, which is basically the new beginning, the World card twice. It's a brand new beginning. We're ending this old cycle. A very happy ending, come full circle, spiritual growth and insight. We're ending this cycle and we're moving on into the new with the Justice card. So this is very much, could be a Libra influence somehow, some way there for you. This is very much whatever has been out of proportion. I feel a little bit like, okay, so maybe in the past you have just to make it calm. It's like, no, oh, fine, take it, do that, sure, I'll fix that. And it's like anything to avoid conflict, or anything like you wouldn't, if there was in the past, if there was a 1% risk that the thing you were doing, or the situation you were in, or the relationship, whatever, a little happening, a birthday party, whatever situation you were in, if there was a 1% risk that something could go wrong, you would either cancel the whole thing altogether, or just not introduce to the situation the very thing that you thought might lead to any sort of drama. Or if there would be a person, that was upset or anything like that, and you knew that, well, this thing will only bring more stuff, you would not even talk about it. Like, you would 100% avoid. I'm not saying necessarily that you were afraid of conflict. Not this group of Pisces anyway. I don't feel like you're necessarily afraid of conflict. I think that you can really stand up for yourself, and you can really argue for your case and whatever. But there's this feeling of, in the past, if there was a situation, you just would try to just calm down, just avoid as much drama and conflict as possible. This led to, if you look at this, the proportionate imbalance is just ridiculous. Like, we're doing this. It's just none of that. It's unbelievably unproportionate. So the Justice card, to me here, with what I feel like has been going on in the past, whatever you sent out in the past, where you have wished for balance, this could be like, this could be something like, you don't have to carry everything yourself. If you're and another person are raising children together, and you are sort of the disciplinarian, if you will. I don't even know what to call that. I would never call myself a disciplinarian. But if there's anything we need to talk about, you probably would be the person who sort of needed to handle it yourself. Or if anything is going to get done, you're the person who needs to get it done. You need to get it fixed. And it's like, that in itself made you wish for an equal partner. Or if there's a job situation where, well, if something's going to happen, if there's going to be anything done, you would have done the workload, and that's also very disproportionate, or you would take on stuff that it was just not for you to take on. And I think the suffering in silence also is like a big of like carrying stuff on your own shoulders, and not really truly having anybody to really share that with, or just feeling like you're just so alone in this process. That unproportionate thing in whatever relationship, job situation, health situation even, maybe you've been neglecting your body for a very long time, or you've been in a health, like a chronic health situation where you're sort of constantly sort of hitting from under, like being the underdog in your own body, if that makes sense, trying to get on top again with your health and with your balance within your body. That, like, all of these things is karmically improportionate, if that makes any sense. Is like, okay, so whatever you sent out that has been very off balance is now coming back into balance. So I think with just leaving whatever sort of caused smoke in the past, it stirred things up, you're trying to figure things out. This whole reading, up until now anyway, is about, I don't have to dig in it anymore. I just literally have to say, okay, scratch that. So that was that. And the karma of it, like the justice, the balance that is now going to start to come back to. And I think, Pisces, for a lot of you anyway, I think you've already started to feel it. Because I feel this feeling from you that life's pretty good. You ended up looking, when you look at the situation, stuff that you really longed for in the past, or that you have missed from the past, or that you have wished, like stupid little wishes that you would consider to be like insignificant, maybe even to somebody. There's like check, check. It's like you're checking off the boxes of actually getting to live that right now. And if you don't feel that just yet, you will. It will come. With the World card, we have the happy ending there. We're ending a big cycle and we're moving into the new, with a new beginning there. So I'm going to move this into the extension and see what else I can find for you, going deeper there. Probably more purple and orange. I should never say that because it can so take a turn. But I will look at what we can find there for you. So if you feel like this is your reading, you resonate with it, you're so welcome to the extension. The link to that is in the description box down below. If not, thank you so much for watching, Pisces, and I hope to see you back soon. Bye, guys.